Hello friends, it is the New Year night. Currently now people celebrating 8 years. Yeah, maybe you see the explosions. They're quite scary for me. I know that I'm not in Ukraine, but I don't like this all, we call it salutes in Ukraine, and they're scaring me. Sorry. And what I'm going to do now, I want to read you what's happening in Kiev right now, when here people celebrating and they do not afraid of all these sounds. Now in Ukraine, the missile attack, the drone attack. So yeah, wait a second. Okay, so it now in Ukraine, also in Kiev, also someone shooted, this celebration fires, these salutes, and I think this person will sit 10 days, or I don't know, maybe 1 day, and will have some warning from police. Now it's 12:17. In Ukrainian messengers we have the words of proud, the good words to Ukrainians. We are celebrating here also. We are so brave. Glory to Ukraine. Then here 12:32. It's just half of an hour of New Year. I'm reading about explosions. Not this. These guys are happy, celebrating in Ukraine. And explosions, possible it is the drones in Kiev region, and they want to know what's happening in Kiev right now. It's 12:36. It's officially air alarm. So Russians launched something already, and the air defense system are working, and it is alarm in Kiev region, so people cannot celebrate, people should hide, and a lot of different concerts and celebrations I already seen in Kiev metro. We call it metro, but it's underground stations, and in Kharkiv underground stations, because it is a shelter in the same time, and it is a place where people can safely celebrate, do not just sit, Yeah, the reason of the alarm, it's drones, and air defense system works, and it's shooting drones. Now it is 12:38. It is the alarm in not just in Kiev region, but in Kiev city. And here the messages that the alarm is spreading into all country, into all Ukraine. Be very attentive, and please be in safe place, so Ukrainians cannot celebrate. Now 12:40, 40 minutes of New Year. I'm reading about that it's in Kiev, people hear explosions. Almost, all Ukraine, the map of Ukraine is marked red, all regions red. It means that all regions are under the threat of missile strikes, especially central Ukraine, Poltava, Cherkasy, Kirovograd, Mykolaievsk and Kherson region. Whole Ukraine, whole country under attack of Russians in this new year. Update in the Kiev region, 1240 drones, and they were launched from the different directions, from the north, from the south, from the east. That's Russians doing to overload and disorientate our air defense system. 12:45 Russians launched missiles, so people should sit in the shelters. Now it is I'm reading 12:48 in the Kiev region. In the air of Kiev region, under Kiev region is the how to say, the drones, enemies drones, and air defense system shooting them. Here is a message that the head of Mykolaiv region, wait a second, I feel that I also should go in the underground shelter, and actually even before war I didn't much understood and liked this all loud pyrotechnical things when people launch them. I don't know why it's so cool, and what kind of happiness people getting from these explosions, but okay. The head of Mykolaiv region at 12:51 warns about the threat from the air and possible launches of the missiles, Russian missiles, from the Black Sea. So it could be ships, I believe, or maybe submarines. Here the message about the air defense system in Kiev, and people in Kiev hear an explosions. That's how the first hour of 2023 year starting for Ukrainians. They shoot the main thing that here this warning that you should sit underground in the shelters, and people see the drones in the airspace of the Kiev, and rockets, and missiles. We just call them rockets, so I forgot. The first information that the parts of the destroyed in the air missile fell on someone's private car in Shevchenkiv district of the Kiev. So someone had to repair his car in the new year tomorrow. Now it is 1:02. Still under Kiev and in the airspace of Ukraine, we have enemies drones and missiles, and it is still threatful situation, so people should hide. Now I see the pictures that the underground stations are opened, because they should work as shelters for people, for Kievites. And usually underground stations in Kiev, they closing, I think they start to close, they do not accept new visitors after midnight, and the last people who can leave, it could be 1 o'clock, but they usually after midnight do not let people go inside. But here it is 1 o'clock and people inside, people are sitting in underground stations inside of the metro. Sorry, it's the cat here. So it's quite unpleasant New Year, the first such a disturbing New Year for Ukraine and for me. Here again the information about air defense system that working in Kiev region, the explosions in Holosiev and Shevchenkiv districts of Kiev. It is almost center, it's districts near center, unfortunately. So people in Kiev now should hide, shouldn't celebrate at all. And it is 1 o'clock and 17 minutes, and the last message that our air defense system works, and for this hour, for now, we do not have any missiles that reached their goal. So we should just now pray for Ukrainian defensive powers, for air defensive systems, and all who now working to destroy all these drones and missiles in the air of Ukraine. So that's what kind of New Year Putin did for Ukraine. I can remind you that they they launched missiles and drone 29th of December, 30 of December, and 31 of December. And today, in the middle of the day, they launched it, and in the middle of the night, they launched it. So I guess they collected these missiles and prepared to intentionally spoil the new year for Ukrainians and to make them feel dispirited, disappointed, stressed, depressed, and so on. Unfortunately, for Putin, it will not work like that, because Ukrainians still celebrating. As I told you, a lot of videos that they are celebrating underground stations, in the shelters, and this just they characterize him, but not Ukrainians. And also I want to read the messages I will translate for you from my group mates, invitation from my group mates. For example, they writing to me now and to everybody in our chat, Happy New Year, peace, and the closest victories. Happy New Year. I wish you more powers, more inspiration, and victories in the to reach your all goals, and let every bastard will receive that it deserves. And I'm hugging you all, he said to all my group mates. Other my group mates writing Happy New Year. I wish you victory. And from this new year will be started our new better life. I hope this new year will be the year when we will gather of our gathering, and we will remember the last year before 2022 as a nightmare, and it's true, because our study online and we almost never have any gathering. Our study is just everyone sits at his house and just near personal computer, laptop, or other means, and with internet, and so we usually do not have any gathering, unfortunately. Happy New Year. The next year will be the year of victory. Happy New Year. I wish you every day of this new year should bring the happiness, and your plans should come true. I wish the peaceful sky and peaceful days, and that the new 2023rd year should bring the victory to Ukraine. I also congratulate you who watching this video with New Year. I cannot explain normally the actions of Putin and actions of Russians right now, why they just want to spoil the New Year for Ukrainians, and why they shelling and shooting someone's car or hotels today. It's just I can only compare it with some kind of terrorists like Osama bin Laden or something, because I cannot explain this. But anyway, Ukrainians are happy, Ukrainians believe in victory, and I also want to wish you to have this, faith in your dreams, in your plans, and in your what you believe in. And I hope these plans are for good, for peace, for light, for something that brings something good in this world, for some creativity and development. Happy New Year. Thank you for watching, and see you in my others video. Bye.